Dude, I love it. Look how clean that is. Guys, I finally bought my first electric vehicle, a Polestar 2, and one of the very first things I needed to solve was a charging station at home. I was charging off of a regular 110 volt outlet, and honestly, that was brutal. It would take almost 2 days to fully charge my new car. So in this video, I'm walking through how I installed a 220 volt level 2 EV charger in my garage, what I did myself, where I brought in a licensed electrician, and why that combination worked really well for me. Okay, why I bought this charger. While I was researching EVs, I was also researching EV wall chargers. I went through several of those top 10 lists and comparisons that you see on the internet. And after doing a lot of homework, I landed on this one, the EVIQO 220 volt charging station. I want to be transparent here. I did reach out to a few companies, and EVIQO ended up sending me this charger for free. That said, I had already chosen this model. This video reflects my honest experience installing and using this. We are going to be unboxing and installing this EVIQO, EVIQO. I don't know how to say the name of this brand, but I love it. So I'm super excited about this fast EV wall charger. I have all my stuff here. So I've got some conduit, 50 feet of conduit to run the 220 volt wire into the garage right where I want this charger to be. I have my 50 feet of 8.2 Romex, conduit couples, gang box, 220 volt plug, and my breaker box. I'm okay at DIY electrical work. This is 220 volt electrical. I will be hiring an electrician to do all of the hookups. All I'm doing is pulling wire today. Let's get right to it. My plan was to do everything I could myself safely, and then bring in my electrician friend Rusty for the final connection. He's installed hundreds of these chargers, and I knew that I was in good hands with Rusty. That's the approach that I would recommend. DIY where it makes sense, but call a pro where safety really matters, and this is one of those projects. The first step was figuring out how to get power from my utility room to the garage right here. At first I was worried that I'd have to come through the main floor and mess up my floor, but after looking closer, I found a clean path through the ceiling joists straight into the garage. Up there in that area, that's where we're gonna punch through. I texted Rusty and I asked him exactly what I needed. He gave me an Amazon list, a new breaker box, Romex, 50 feet of 8.2 Romex, a 220 volt outlet, 220 volt, and gang box, conduit, 50 feet of conduit, clamps for the wall, and a wall plate. Once everything arrived from Amazon, I was ready to start. I started by moving a small dresser in the garage. It actually used to be our bedroom dresser when we were first married, but I had to move it because that's where the wire would come through the back of the wall. My utility room is right behind that cabinet right there. We're gonna punch in, so let's move that cabinet so that we can grab the wire and pull it into the garage. I punched right through the utility room into the garage. Before I go in and punch through with this big guy, I like to make a guess of about where we're gonna land. So just for fun, we'll say right there. Let's go drill through, see how right we are. Okay, got a different drill bit. And we're through. Let's go see on that other side how close to our target we are. Well, not too bad. Popped out right here. Let's clean it up. Let's get the wire over to where we need it. I fed the Romex through that hole and fished it over our HVAC and ceiling joists and pulled plenty of slack to that breaker box for Rusty to work with. Then came the conduit. We added a 90-degree bend and started feeding that Romex through about 50 feet of conduit. All right, we're fishing this wire through this conduit. I can hear it starting to come through my end here that we had to straighten out with a little bit of dish soap. Oh, you got it. Perfecto. Okay. Two pro tips here. A little dish soap inside the conduit makes a huge difference. And number two, keep the conduit wire as straight as possible. Curves make it really hard to kind of push that through, and it needs to be straight for that wire to go all the way through. Rusty handled all the final connection, installing the breaker, wiring the outlet, and making sure that everything was done correctly. Watching him do something that's intimidating to me was actually pretty awesome, and he was done so fast. Once that breaker was flipped back on, we're gonna turn this on. Let's go check it. And I plugged the charger in. Dude, I love it. Look how clean that is. And it fired up immediately. Okay, let's talk about mounting and cord management. With the Power Live, I mounted the EVIQO wall plate directly into the studs. I routed the charging cord under my fold-down workbench here. Using 3/4 inch straps, so there's very little excess cord to deal with. It just goes right to my car and right back. I also installed the holstered, and I want to use it. Pull it out, take it off that cable there, plug it in. When it's done, holstered back up into the wall using drywall anchors and snap toggle bolts. The result is super clean, and the cord reaches perfectly without cluttering up the floor or the garage in any way. Guys, this is a thing of beauty. Charger all hooked up, cord over here stowed nicely, holstered, and I want to use it. I am so excited about this. And excited to charge this EV right here. Could not be more excited. Guys, I couldn't be happier with this setup. Having a 220 volt charger at home completely changes what it's like to own an EV. This was a great example of doing DIY the right way. I handled the planning, the mounting, the rough-in. I brought in the professional for all the parts that really mattered. If you're considering an EV charger install, I hope this gives you a realistic picture of what the process looks like. All in all, we were done in one day. If you've got questions about EV chargers or home upgrades like this, drop them in the comments. As you know, I share real-world DIY projects and installs every week. I love this thing. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next project.